got?
New Mexico boy Adam Tom Morrison.
So I guess this is mom. She's overdosing. We got 3 minors that were in the car.
Can I go?
Yeah, are you witness?
Not to
Caller?
the crash. No, I was just doing the chest compressions.
She almost hit us.
Yeah,
Okay.
she did.
She almost hit 3 other people. She was doing circles all the way up here. She almost hit me here. I hit my brakes. She slammed in here. Before she slammed, I saw her just hunched. When she hit, I only saw was a face in this window. I pulled over.
I got you.
Not too long ago.
And then all the little,
The littlest one, his chest harness, he wasn't even arms in it. He just buckled up the legs.
Control 99, copy.
Thank you guys.
I just pulled in here, killed the engine after I put it in the car, threw the hazards on, I grabbed the kids out, and they assisted me before I could get her out myself.
2 kids and mom. Everyone else is a bike.
She does have an ankle bracelet on, so she's probably already in you guys' system.
No. You guys Narcan her though?
Yeah, I think she's awake in the back actually.
She's awake right now.
I'm gonna have to call CYFD or get a parent. CYFD's gonna call me. I have another unit en route. I'm just waiting on them. That way we can all hang out with them.
I did left my wallet in the car. I know they're not my car, but I had my CPR card. I had it when
Alright, cool.
let's take this out.
Let us take the IV out if you're going to get out. Can't leave that in you.
Get this out, okay? Anybody need order? Tell me your full name. I'm on the far west side of the parking lot. Today is?
Because of what you took, and the medication that we gave you, it could wear off, and then you could end up right back where you found you, okay? So I highly recommend you go up to the hospital, get checked out. Can we get you up to the hospital before we take this IV out? I just want you to know your children are fine. We already checked them out. Everybody's okay. It's just you that we're worried about.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. I just said to grab like I never even heard. Nothing about your
Yes, sir.
Hey, yes ma'am. There's some stuff that's gonna have to happen before you take off, alright? You understand that? You're gonna come sit right here, you're not gonna...
Control 1126, what district?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
You're gonna sit down.
These are my kids.
Okay, and they're fine. So you're not gonna go toss all your... Check it out, you're gonna cooperate or you're gonna get detained? You're the one smoking blues with your kids in the car. You're gonna get no sympathy from me. So you're gonna sit down and cooperate with this.
Are you entertaining me anyway?
Yes.
Okay, then it doesn't matter.
Cool. Turn around.
No, hey. I don't think.
You want your kids to see you thrown to the ground?
No, you're not gonna throw me to the ground. I'm not resisting. I'm just resisting. I'm not resisting. I told you not to cooperate.
Control 941, welcome, sir.
Stop.
Ma'am. Take her to the ground.
Stop! Let me come with mom, at least get the kids! Oh my God!
Get up.
Let me call my mom for the kids!
Get up.
Let me call my mom.
I will let you call your mom when you start cooperating. Get up.
Call my mom first and she'll make sure they're okay.
10-1621.
Call for a fire.
You okay?
I'm good, dude. I'm annoyed.
Call my mom.
Check it out, Yasmin. I'm gonna be super blunt and very honest with you.
You are blunt honest in the beginning.
Cool. You don't start cooperating. I have this. I'm one of the officers that carries this thing called a route restraint. You refuse to go in it, you're gonna get placed in it. It sucks really, really bad.
You to call my mother.
And I told you,
You told
I will.
me either
Once
I
you start
cooperate or you
cooperating,
detain me,
you
or,
will
and then you said that you would just detain me. I just need you to call my mother.
get up and we will work on that.
Kids are okay.
Okay, get up and we will work on that information.
How can I trust you?
What?
How can I trust you?
Because I don't want you sitting here laying with your face in a grate. And I really don't think you want your kids to see you like this either.
No.
Cool. So let's work towards a common solution and you start getting up. Perfect. Put one of your knees in.
There you go.
Yeah. We're coming over here. Always looking out.
Last unit tonight.
You have anything else on you? Cool. Take a seat.
Call my mother.
What's your name? First of all, we have some other information we need to get. It's Yasmin, correct?
Yes.
Yasmin?
Yes.
What are you on paper for? I'm gonna find out, so we could just do it easier. The more you cooperate with me, the more I'm willing to work with you, Miss Pach. It's for DUI? Who's your PO? What? Caesar what?
Laura.
Alright. Kick your feet all the way in.
Are you comfortable with taking her to the hospital yourself, or do you want her to go with us?
Hang tight for that.
Okay.
Because we're probably going to have a DRE come out for it, since it's dope. So I don't know. We'll probably take her if she's fine, though. So I don't see why not.
So it could go either way, really. She's fine now and she could stay that way. Or she's got enough in her system that our Narcan's going to just slowly start wearing off and we could find her starting to, basically overdose again.
How many Narcans you guys give her?
So we gave her 2.
Of the 2s?
No, we gave her 2, but it was an IM shot.
Okay.
So it takes a little bit longer to kick in, but it could work. She could be good. You guys could have no problems with her. She could stay pissed off the way she is, or she could slowly revert back to
slumping over.
Yeah. We'll hang for a few minutes if you want.
If you don't mind, just because I have a soup on the way.
Okay.
And I think he's dealt with DR. I hate dope when it comes to DWIs, so
okay,
we'll see what he wants to do.
We'll hang for a few minutes. You got us on scene? Yeah.
Kids were good though? They didn't complain about anything?
Kids were fine. Cool. Alright, brother, we'll be here.
Sorry I went in front of y'all.
No, you're good, man. You okay?
Yeah, we're all good. Just annoyed. What's going on? Your mom's on the way? She's coming from Mesa Grande, I guess, up there. She says it's going to take her about 30 minutes or so. You have an officer that's going to hang out here with your kiddos, obviously. We're going to go to the station, fill out our paperwork, and go from there. You have any questions? No?
What did I run into?
Huh?
What did I run into?
A bus stop. Luckily no one was sitting there. But you hit a bus stop. So fix your feet for me real quick, and we're gonna get going. All right? Go and help out, Miss. It's gotta be locked. I'm gonna fix your cuffs, alright? Alright, Mr. I'm gonna read you Miranda, alright? So I'm just gonna ask you some very direct questions, so it's just the Miranda warning. I'm gonna read it verbatim from our card. It says you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any of the questions or make any statements. Do you understand these rights as I just explained them to you? With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me? I'm just going to ask you, obviously, there's paraphernalia in there. Go ahead.
Ms. Pacheco, is it okay if your mom takes the keys for your house?
Yes,
She says yes, sir.
they're in my purse.
So the father of the children is there? Is it okay if the 2-year-old goes with their dad?
Yes, my promise.
She says it's okay, sir. Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, Mr. Like I was saying, it was just a Miranda warning, right? I only have I have just a few questions. I saw the paraphernalia when I pulled up on scene. It was in plain view. You passed out several times. There's witnesses saying that you're just doing circles, slumped over in the driver car. How many blues did you smoke?
I dropped some off, but just half.
Just a half a blue?
Yeah, and it was down the road.
It was. Where did you smoke it at?
I dropped some off at the coach light.
You dropped some off at the coach light?
Yeah.
Are you slanging dope? No? You just dropped some off to some friends or what?
Yeah.
So when you hit the coach light, did you go through Avenida or you went through Lakeside through the back?
They're in the back.
Through Lakeside? Okay. And then you smoked a blue at the coach light or in the car?
No, in the car.
Not in the car?
No. We got down, we smoked, and then I smoked half of it, and then we can have the rest. And then I just started lighting. I had to go to Walmart. Smoke anymore.
Do you huff? There's a lot of air dust in there too.
I don't know. I'm not going to answer that question.
You're not going to answer? I'm just asking because I mean, obviously you admitted to the blue. So I was just wondering about if you huff because there was all that air dust in there. You don't?
I'm not.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You don't have to answer.
Anyways, I don't want to answer any more questions.
Alright, that's fine. That's your right.
Ready? Yeah, hopefully they check you out and we can make sure everything's alright. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. How are you? Good. Just take a seat in this chair, Ms. Pacheco. Here you go, ma'am.
Hi.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
So, this is Yasmin. She was involved in a motor vehicle accident on Avenida de Mesilla in front of the Confidence Suites. Basically, witnesses said that she was unconscious at the wheel and that the car was rolling at 10 miles per hour,
Uh-huh.
and that it did 2 circles on Avenida Mesilla and Lakeside, and the car went into oncoming traffic where it did another circle, hit a curb, and then rerouted back and hit a bus stop. Bus stop.
Where they sit?
Yeah, where
Okay,
they sit.
okay.
So yeah, that was it. And
Okay.
we attempted to do a breathalyzer test. However, it came back. What was it? That there was some sort of interference. When I asked my sergeant, he says that's usually some sort of medical condition going on. So we just wanted to get her medically cleared and checked out. And I'm also going to read her the consent, see if we could drop it. So,
Okay.
Ms. I just have to read you something. So, listen to me. I'm about to tell you something important, including a right you have. You're under arrest for driving while under the influence. I'm requesting that you consent to have your blood drawn and tested to determine the alcohol and or drug content of your blood. You have the right, Ms. Pacheco, to refuse to my consent and to my request. If you refuse to consent, you cannot face criminal penalties for your refusal. Do you understand that right, Ms. Okay. However, refusing consent has other consequences in accordance with the New Mexico Implied Consent Act and state law. Those consequences may include losing your New Mexico driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. Additionally, the fact that you refuse consent may be used as evidence against you in a court of law. Do you understand these consequences, Ms. Pacheco? Additionally, if you consent to have your blood drawn and tested, you have the right to choose an additional independent test. If you choose to take this additional independent test, you have the right to a reasonable opportunity to arrange for a physician, a licensed nurse, or a laboratory technician of your own choice to perform an additional chemical test. The cost of this additional test will be paid for by the law enforcement agency, which is us. Knowing your right to refuse consent, the possible consequences, and your right to an independent test, do you give consent to have your blood drawn and tested?
Just a breathalyzer.
So since the breathalyzer, it came back invalid, ma'am, and it came back with interference, we're just requesting that we get your blood drawn just so we can know what's actually going on.
Oh, when you fix your machine, I can do that. I'm not.
So you're refusing the blood test?
I accepted the other one.
Correct. But this is just for further additional testing so we can see what's going on. Just because the breathalyzer came back inconclusive.
That's not my fault. No, I can't have my body.
So you're refusing?
I don't know what to do. I need an attorney. I understand. I understand.
Okay, so I'll repeat my question. Knowing your right to refuse to consent and to have your blood drawn and tested, the possible consequences, and your right to an independent test, do you give consent to have your blood drawn and tested? If you continue to remain silent, I'll consider you have refused my request.
I don't understand.
No. So basically, Ms. when we had the breathalyzer, it came back what was it? That there was some sort of inconsistency with it, that we needed to get you medically checked out, that there was something other than alcohol in your blood. That's why we came here to 3 Cruces. 1, to get you medically cleared, and 2, to see if you would be willing to get a blood test so we could see what's going on inside your system. Because it's not alcohol that you consumed, so we're trying to figure out what exactly it was. That's why we're requesting a blood test.
I talked to the officer and I don't understand. I don't know. I want to talk to someone that understands. I don't understand this.
Maybe you can break it down for me?
So you did the breathalyzer test, right? Blew in the thing. The results said that it was inconclusive, which means that they couldn't get a reading of yes, no, or whatever it says to give them an answer. The answer was not there. There's a medical issue as to why it's not coming up with an answer. So they want to know if they can do the blood work to do that.
But it's an alcohol machine.
Correct. So that's why we need a blood test to further see exactly what's in your system.
No, you said because it was saying, no, I don't feel comfortable with this. Because you said it was detecting something else.
Correct.
But it's an alcohol system.
Correct. So there's something else besides alcohol in your system.
But it wouldn't be able to detect that.
That's
So
why I
that's
can't
why
give them a for
reading,
sure answer
because
of
it's
the
not
alcohol
alcohol.
level. Because there's something in difference that's
It's
not
not reading.
letting it.
Narcan.
Correct.
The
So that might be
Narcan.
why the machine came out. But that's why we need to go ahead and
That's why they
we're
want to check
requesting-
your blood to see what is in the system that was causing it.
Yeah, the Narcan probably.
Correct, but that's why we want a blood test to go ahead and see.
I want.
That way we can have definitive
And he
What's
just
the
wants to
Narcan?
know if you want to have the blood test to say that or not.
Is this a clearance or not?
Yes,
So
so
it's
she
a
was
clearance.
unconscious
Correct.
at
Okay.
scene.
So,
Was given Narcan.
So Ms. This will be my last request. Do you consent to a blood draw?
So why am I'm here so you can get the drugs in my system.
So we can know exactly what's in your system, and one, get you medically clear because you were in a motor vehicle accident, and two, get you a blood test. That way we can see exactly what's in your system because we don't know, and our machine said that it's something else besides alcohol. So that's why we just want to check. This will be my last request, Ms. Pacheco.
And I guess they Narcan her.
Do you agree for a blood test?
I don't know, yes.
So I need a yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I got nothing else, but I have one for you guys.
you already got one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I stapled it to the deep. I'll take the mag. It's stapled to the back of that one.
Okay.
Chill up to, man.
Back for 150.
Huh? Just the. Yeah, that's everything.
Okay, this can just go with her. What did she go for the?
Just the clearance, because she went to Memorial for a blood draw, and then she went to Three Crosses for clearance because she was in an accident. She was Narcan by fire on scene. She's been good ever since, though.
Take this.